I'm a marketing strategist. I work I run my own agency as a white label agency for other agencies. So I work with companies to help them advertise their products and services on the internet across multiple platforms. We talk about Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, and other emerging platforms as well. And so that's what I do. Therefore, I can literally do my work from anywhere as long as I have an internet. I have my laptop, and I can connect with my team across the world. That's what I do. Well, I didn't do a lot of research, like I said, and I had been watching another YouTuber who had been here one time, and they spent a lot of time here. You know, during COVID, Albania was like one of the only countries that was open at the time. You know, visa access here was like almost seamless. Anyone could easily come here. You know, restrictions were not that strict. And when I was in Mexico, I was thinking, you know, where could I go? And a lot of places were on my list. I wanted to go to Georgia or maybe just go to Thailand and spend some time there. But I just wanted to explore this part of Europe, I guess, that a lot of people haven't seen before. Good thing is, for a lot of Westerners, I would say EU member countries, EU citizens, Americans, Canadians, and visa holders, in fact. If you hold a visa to a Schengen region, if you hold a visa to the United States, a visa to Canada, as long as you've used those visas before, you can get access to Albania. And I think that's one of the things that this country gets right, you know, having that flexibility of, of movement pretty much, because I feel like people is still like the backbone of any economy. And being an American or being a US resident, you can come to Albania visa free to start with. And that's very similar to the Nomad visa they have right now. The only difference is that you can only be here for a certain period of time. So if you're an American, you can be here for 1 full year without needing a visa. And by having that, I think it just negates the need for a digital nomad visa for a lot of people. This Albania nomad visa is one of the few out there that does not require any application fee whatsoever, and you only need to provide documents that certifies that you work remotely, that you can do your work, that you are employed with a company outside of Albania, and it's all very seamless, and the whole process takes at most maybe 20 minutes to get through. I was looking at flights, and I would say before evening that day, I bought my first one-way ticket to Mexico. And I was thinking, okay, now I've bought my ticket, how do I get rid of all of this stuff that I owned? And that was like the biggest problem that I had leading up to my travel. And to me, that was a good problem to have, because I knew I was going to get rid of it one way or the other. I have my plane ticket, I booked my Airbnb, I can't not do it now. So it was on that day, I think that was in July of 2021, that I just realized that, you know what, I want to do this. And I bought my plane ticket and I started getting rid of my stuff. I never sold anything, I gave it all away. Maybe 1% of all digital nomads are influencers. Maybe 1%. You don't even know if you're gonna like it. And that's one of the reasons why I started with Mexico, because one of my thought was, okay, I don't want to go too far, because I could have gone to Thailand or Cambodia or something, or Vietnam. I wanted to stay close, that if I don't like it, I can easily just pack my bags and come back to the US and resume my life as usual. So that was one of the sane decisions that I made, and I always tell people to think about it that way. Right now, I haven't had a place that I call mine for over 2 years, and that's fine. I'm totally content with that, because I very well understand that this is a phase of my life. I don't have a hard deadline for when this life is going to end. I just know, okay, once I'm not liking it anymore, I'm just going to go back to my old life. Yeah, so I've spent a good amount of time, obviously, in Tiranën. I have spent a lot of time in Durrës and Vlora as well. Those are the three cities that I've spent time in, nomading from, if I can say that. There's so many places to visit in Albania, and I haven't at this point. I would say I've only scratched the surface of what Albania has to offer, and that's by intent. I intentionally did that because I always want to keep coming back, because obviously I've spent a lot of time here and I really love it here. I want to come back and be able to find new places to go to and not just rush through some of these places. I think Albania's, when it comes to remote work, I think Albania is one of those countries where you can rest assured that you're not going to have any problems at all, if at all, because internet here is the fastest I've seen in many places that I've been to. I mean, maybe say the United States, for example. Internet here, surprisingly, is really fast, like really, really fast. Electricity, constant. I've never seen it go out, maybe say for when they're doing maintenances and whatnot, and that's routine. But if you're a remote worker, you come here, you're gonna hardly have any problems at all. It's so surprising, but you can just come here for yourself and look at it. I mean, this is a subject that I talk about with some level of care, because I grew up in Nigeria, and when foreigners come to Nigeria and they say, oh, this place is so affordable, it's not a reality for the local person. And as someone who works in the US, I mean, who has a US employer, or who has their income from a foreign source, of course, it's going to be more affordable if you earn in a higher currency. It's, it's the law. It's just geo arbitrage at that point. You earn in dollars, you earn in euros. This place is going to feel affordable, and if that's the case for most people, I would say absolutely. Compared to other places that you can, go to, Albania, for what you get in terms of the quality of life, the peace that abounds here, the ability to remote work without any issues, I think for what you get, I would say it's affordable. But of course, we need to keep in mind that it's not the same for most locals. So if you come here, be conscious enough to understand that this is not the reality on the ground. But we are very fortunate. We're in a very fortunate place to say we come here and it's affordable, and we can, just enjoy, the good things that Albania has to offer.